walking across the land with a camera in their hand. Because they have no job, post office they will stand, harassing people too, for AdSense revenue. Acting like a jackwagon is all they'll ever do. Oh, jingle bells, conflict sells, now they're getting paid. They don't care about our rights, I hope they get pepper sprayed. Numbskulls in handcuffs and good window smashes. Morons arrested for all their trespasses. P. Barnes and his infamous in-court tasing. These are a few of my favorite things. When they misquote Poster 7, and it makes me mad. I just remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. On the first day of dumbness, Mike Gravelin gave to me Blandino without attorney. On the second day of dumbness, Regipol gave to me 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the third day of dumbness, Van Valen gave to me dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the fourth day of dumbness, Artie gave to me 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subsets, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 5th day of dumbness, Schrodinger gave to me 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 6th day of dumbness, Team Skeptic gave to me 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 7th day of dumbness, Vilified gave to me 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 8th day of dumbness, Familia gave to me douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 9th day of dumbness, Unclean Hands gave to me 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 10th day of Christmas, Dr. Dave gave to me 10 minutes wasted, 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smacking, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 11th day of dumbness, Kick Rocks gave to me best action ever, 10 minutes wasted, 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 12th day of dumbness, Palmetto gave to me. No nonsense trooper, best action ever. 10 minutes wasted, 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs. 7 sloppy smacking, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows are smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumbs, UK substitute, tasty tasings, and Blandino without attorney.
Hello. Good morning and welcome everyone to the show. Great to see y'all here on this wonderful Black Friday morning. And let's see who we got in the house today. We've got right off the bat, first one, Terry Barnes. Good morning. Oh, Cliff Hickson was first, actually. Cliff, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Terry Barnes, Captain Happy. All right. Yeah. I already changed it on YouTube, so it's anyway. Merry Christmas. Yes. Yeah, it was the tryptophan, right? Commentator auditor. Good morning, Hezokuai land. Rise and shine with Hezokuai. That's right. Cliff Hickson, Captain Happy. Who else we got in the house right now? Let's see. We got Zerzu Zyquin. What's up? And Chelsea Murray, good morning. Good to see you. Susan DeSessiel's great granny, always a pleasure to have you in the house. Stan Hawkins, what the hell are you talking about, buddy? You need to, I don't know. I hope that was sarcastic. Let's see. We got Nancy. What's up, Nancy Marchow? How you doing? Leftovers for a week. That's right. Out there associates, good morning. Stan Hawkins, Sarah Burton, hello. Oh, taking care of your 18-month-old. Good luck with that one. I hope you like changing diapers. Edward Cavalier, what's up? Let's see. Terry Barnes, Stan, Nancy out there. Chelsea May, Brian Showman, good morning. Happy Friday. Let's see who else is in the house. Luna Nights, what's up? Rise and shine with Hezokuai. You know it. Terry Barnes, Chelsea May, Nancy, Captain Happy, Luna, and I think that pretty much covers everybody right now. So great, of course, to have you all here today. It's a wonderful day. So far, so good. The weather's looking all right outside. It's kind of froggy out here, but, I ain't driving, so it's all right. So how was your Thanksgiving, everybody? Lots of turkey, yes. Somebody asked if Angel got turkey. Yes, she did. She ate a lot. She's just sitting there chilling right next to me. Here, you guys can take a look. Say hello. Say hello, dog. She's got all that tryptophan in her. She's out. Enjoying her sleepiness. All right, so yesterday was Thanksgiving. We had fun. We had food. We had good times. I had my good morning. Oh no, your brother and his daughter didn't show up. Well, now you know who ain't getting a Christmas card. Yeah, I don't know, man. We just ate and did the thing, and my kids actually had a lot of fun. That was good because we took them to their aunt's house that they don't get to see all the time. So they got to hang out with their cousins and stuff. So that was fun for them. Good stuff. But anyway, I got a lot of interesting stuff. I wanted to show you guys this. This is, for those of you who didn't see it, Tones posted this on his community tab yesterday for Happy Thanksgiving. And I thought this was brilliant. Took a lot of work and deserves a look at. He's got everybody on here. He's got Radical, Educator, Skeptic, Artie, Miss Mandy. He's got the Plot Hole, Irish Demon, Troll, Kick, Script Cat, Blue Bacon, the whole nine. He's got the picture of Schrodinger here in the background. And then the turkey's head is Delete Laws. And there's a bottle of Nutella on the table. I thought that was brilliant. I love Tones, man. He's so good. So that was his Thanksgiving post over there on his community tab. And I just thought that was really funny. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. That's some good stuff. Yeah, she's a food criminal, all right. Um, the dog loves, well, anyone who has a dog knows that they just love to eat, right? That's their favorite thing. Peck's in the house. What's up, Peck? How's it going? Who's now enemy? What's up? Um, did I watch Paul Enslaved yesterday? No, but I mean, the dude's Paul Enslaved has been broadcasting live almost 24 hours a day now. Like he'll do like 4 or 5 live streams a day, and they'll all be like 4 or 5 hours each. I don't even know how he does it. Um, so I wouldn't even know which one you're talking about. But I guarantee you, if he was talking, it was hilarious because nothing that comes out of his mouth is anything but garbage. Um, well, that's not true. Some of it's nonsense, and a lot of it's bullshit too. So what are you gonna do? Um, man, that guy. See, when I was on Paul Unslaved's panel, like I didn't know anything about him. Afterwards, I went back and watched his interview with Artie and realized that this guy is so deep in his delusions, and his followers are such an intense echo chamber of stupidity that it's like there's no hope for this guy. None. He's too far gone. He's out of it. He's not even on Earth. I am back. What's up? Salacious, what's up? Good to see ya. Glad to have you in the house. Um, so what's going on with that? I'll tell you. Mark the sarcastic law student. Hey, what's up? Good to see ya. Glad to have you here. Um, so yeah, Paul Enslaved is beyond redemption completely. He's like I say, he's so deep into his own delusions that I don't even think his brain has the capacity to function anymore. Just whatever. He believes what he believes, and if you say something else, he's just going to talk over you and disagree. So that's it. Um, so in life in general, I do things other than this. I don't just focus on frauditors 24/7, but it's always in the back of my head because I do this every day. And I was reading something the other day that I thought um, actually could apply to them. In fact, probably does. My sock account, what's up? Um, so I wanted to read this to you guys and tell me if you can't find any common threads with what I'm about to read and with the psychology of the frauditors and the sovereign citizen, all of them. It's from psychologist Bernard Golden. Angry people feel like victims and blame others. Um, let's see. Hate involves participation in a group. It may help foster a sense of connection and camaraderie that fills a void in one's identity. Hatred of individuals or groups as a way of distracting oneself from more challenging anti or anxiety provoking task of creating one's own identity. Acts of hate are attempts to distract oneself from feelings of helplessness, powerlessness, and this is the big one, injustice, because they always think that they got screwed over by the cops, inadequacy, and shame. Hate is grounded in some sense of perceived threat, thugs with guns, tyrants. It is an attitude that can give rise to hostility and aggression towards individuals or groups. Like much of anger, it's a reaction to and distraction from some of their own inner pain. The individual consumed by hate may believe that the only way to regain some sense of power over his or her pain is to preemptively strike out at others. In this context, each moment of hate is a temporary reprieve from inner suffering. To me, I think that's a perfect psychological description of what 90% of these idiots do, right? They turn their hatred towards the police and the government and everything else. Um, and that's it. Yeah, they're completely unevolved morons. Um, 1 minute. Sorry about that. I've only met one bad cop out of over 100. Well, yeah, see, Debo's Nation, what's up? Good to see you. I've actually, this is part of the issue with me too. Like when I talk to these guys, they always say, "Oh, well, you've probably never had this or that happen to you," and blah blah blah. What's up, Glenn? I've been in contact with police over the years, some good, some bad. I get it. I know what it's like to deal with a bad cop, and I know it doesn't feel good. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to being a jackass. Like I always say this, and I always teach my kids this too. The only thing in the entire universe, in the freaking what's up, Adam Strange, cosmos, that you have any control over at all is your own actions. So as long as I'm doing the right thing and I know I'm okay, then it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing around me, I don't know. It's hard because that's always their thing, right? Every time I talk to Rogue Nation or any of these guys, what it's is they're always, well, why do you think it's okay to go into this place and do this? Well, because this bad cop did this bad thing once. And it's like, okay, but what does that have to do with you harassing a lady in a store? What does that have to do with any of this crap? It's just nonsense to me. So whatever. This is a little bit older, the first thing I wanted to show today, but it's something that I haven't seen before because there have been several like legitimate news reports about First Amendment auditors. And I watched a bunch of them. So I thought I've actually seen this in my recommendations a few times, but I just assumed that it was one of the ones I had already seen, but I'd never seen this before. Ironton Auditor, what's up? So, even though, again, this is older, according to Asia, what's up? I thought you'd still be on. You were live just a few minutes ago, right? Maybe an hour ago. Well, anyway, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Like I said, this is Paleface Productions. What's up? Welcome. So like I said, this one's a little bit older, but I haven't seen it before, so I thought I'd share it with you guys because I thought it was fascinating. And this is a legitimate news report. And let's take a look at this and see what's going on.
They call themselves First Amendment auditors and citizen journalists. They're on social media and known for getting in people's faces. Well, now the state is instructing its 50,000 employees on how to respond to these types of verbal attacks. But we also wanted to hear from the people responsible for these so-called fraudits. So tonight, a popular social media star is opening up to 7 Action News reporter Jim Kirchner about what's at stake.
Please don't. Oh, they're grabbing me. They're grabbing me. Am I being detained?
Hey, don't grab me, dude. Get out of here. I want to too.
You made contact with me. What's your name and badge number, officer?
Hey, do you want to tell me your name? Because I'll be happy to help you out.
There you go, guys. The walk of shame.
Freedom News Now has been posting videos for several years. The person behind it, Justin McDermott.
There has never been a better time than now to do your First Amendment audit.
Can you tell me what you're doing? Anything? We had somebody calling about you being out here.
This video is from 2017. McDermott is outside the Warren Tank Plant, a federal contractor. He's wearing a full face mask long before COVID, refusing to answer questions about who he is, why he's there, and if he has any weapons.
I mean, these people present themselves. I mean, officers are killed in the line of duty, trying to do exactly what Officer Reed and those officers were doing.
Are they asking legitimate questions?
Oftentimes they are legitimate questions, and I'm okay with questions from officers, and my auditing style has changed throughout the years.
There's absolutely no doubt that he was attempting to provoke the officers.
Stop, please don't. Oh, they're grabbing me. They're grabbing me. Am I being detained?
The police commissioner says the plan can be to get even more.
File a lawsuit. They're going to get a settlement from a city. They're possibly going to get the officer terminated.
The trend prompted this email to go out to 50,000 state employees telling them how to uphold the general rights of the public while remaining vigilant for suspicious behavior. The email continues. The encounters often include behavior that's designed to provoke a reaction that could be viewed as a violation of First Amendment rights. Do you believe that some behavior is deliberately provocative?
Next question.
The email continues. The most important thing to do is to remain calm and pleasant.
Hey, do you want to tell me your name? Because I'll be happy to help you out.
In another video outside a prison in Adrian, McDermott is shooting video with 2 cameras when he's approached first by prison officials and says this.
They abuse their inmates every day. Most of them abuse their wives.
You don't know that when you're out there.
Yeah, they don't know any of that about myself either.
Get this, McDermott says this is the key to his First Amendment audits.
There's nothing to hide, then there should be nothing to fear.
At the end of his videos, when police walk away, he draws conclusions, often calling them First Amendment fails.
There goes the walk of shame, guys.
These are YouTube channels. Part of it is entertainment value.
Hey, don't grab me, dude.
Out of here.
A couple of weeks ago, another team of 3 First Amendment auditors were confronted by the Saginaw County Undersheriff. He says he wanted to get video of their faces. This was their second visit to that department. Their first visit was in the lobby a few days earlier, shooting videos through windows. The undersheriff says several young women employees are inside.
Extremely uncomfortable because they want to know, why is this guy recording me and what are they going to do with the recordings of me?
After this incident, the men filed a complaint with Michigan State Police. The undersheriff says that made a record of who they are.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Go ahead, do your investigation. I went out there so that if something were to happen to one of my employees, I can say these 3 gentlemen were here.
I told the undersheriff about my questions and lack of answers from Justin McDermott.
They believe it only works one way. If they're truly the media, then aren't they subject to the same rules as what apply to you?
McDermott tells me he posts his videos for comments and discussion. He sells merchandise. He seeks subscribers. He wants to grow his online audience. It is all his First Amendment right. In Warren, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Yeah, like I said, that's a little bit older news report, but it is one I haven't seen before. So that's part of the problem, right? Is they instructed a while ago, and one of the reasons why I wanted to go over this is because I've sort of been saying for a while now that it seems like there's been a change, a shift in the last year or so since like the time that video came out, more and more towards private businesses and things like that, like less straight cop watching or government buildings or whatever. And I think that is a perfect example of why, because the more the police are instructed to just ignore these idiots, the more they do things to force the police to have to react to them. If they start attacking private citizens and private businesses, then they're going to call the cops, and then the cops have to respond to the call, right? So, that leaves no choice in these people but to do, with the cops, it leaves them no choice but to come and talk to these idiots. And then it drives me nuts, though, because they all have the same basic idea, right? As far as I just want to come in and film and you just ignore me and let me film. But if that was true, then why is it if you go in and they ignore you, you say, that's bad customer service. They're not doing their job. They're supposed to help me. Like, help you what? If they say, may I help you? You'll say no. Like, again, always changing the bar, always moving the goalposts. You can't win with these guys, no matter what you do. We got unclean hands in the house. We got commentator auditor still. Mark the Sarcastic lost it. Man, so many wonderful people here this morning. I love my morning crew so much. Kiss a cat. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we got a good morning crew We got the best people. So now I wanted to show this. I think this is great. I think Troll and the Frauditor News Network both have already covered this video, but I want to talk about it too because I just think it's very fascinating and interesting the way this whole situation gets handled. Let's see, where is it? Yeah. Because it's getting to the point now where the police and everyone kind of just know what these guys are doing and are like, I love it.
Get it wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, she was supposed to. Are there two calls in here? No, one call. I'm sorry. I put him in.
And the best part is that's where the video starts. So this guy, when he posted it, whatever happened before that got cut out.
How you doing today, officer?
So we're just supposed to take his word for it that nothing happened.
You live in Norwood, don't you?
Norwood? Nope, don't live in Norwood. Can I get your name and badge number real quick?
No, let me go talk to the people at Cold.
Them two? Is that your policy?
No, it's not my policy.
It actually is your policy.
No.
Okay, that's sure.
Stop following me, though. Thanks.
I'm not following you. I'm in a public place.
You're one of those auditors, right?
One of those. That
You're
sounds
a journalist,
great.
right?
It's true.
That sounds great.
You guys want him to trespass from your privately owned
You
business?
can't. You're going to
private-
trespass me?
It's a privately owned business.
Which makes it public.
It's a privately owned
Which
business.
makes it public.
They don't want you in here, bud. Back up, man. You're
You're
blocking a
walking
fire
into me.
escape.
I was walking in. You
You're
turned
blocking a
around.
fire
You're
escape,
blocking
man.
it, buddy.
What do you want?
Are you
man?
serious right now?
Yeah. They don't want you in there.
I want a supervisor, sir.
No.
You're denying me request of a supervisor?
I love this.
Because there's no need for one.
Are you trespassing me on threat of arrest?
I'm telling you, just can't go back in there, man. They
And
don't
if
want
I
you
go
in
back
there,
in there,
okay?
are you going to arrest me?
Is
Is that a lawful order?
Discretion. You watch too much YouTube, man. Get out of here. Yeah. Have a good
Seriously,
day.
are you going to arrest me if I go
Have a
back
good
in
day,
there?
bud. Have a good day, man.
I'm going to go back in there if you don't tell me you're going to arrest me.
Look, I just trespass you on behalf of them.
Okay,
It's
can I
a
get my
privately
paper?
owned.
Where's my paper?
Well,
Which makes it
privately
public?
owned,
Which
bud.
makes it public?
No, you know
Yeah,
what private means?
once the government buys onto a private building, that part of the building becomes public.
So BMVs are privately owned, okay? Did you not know that?
That's not true.
Yes, they are. They're privately owned. That's owned by a
They can be
business.
privately owned, but they're still public.
It's a business.
It's a
okay?
government business, yeah, which makes it public.
It's
That's
a
why I'm
privately
asking for
owned
a
business.
supervisor
I'm
before
not-
you make a
I'm not
mistake.
calling a business. I'm not calling my supervisor.
Well,
Don't
I'm
go back in that
requesting a
business, okay, bud?
supervisor.
No.
Are you doing it under threat of arrest?
I'm telling you, you're not allowed back in there, bud, okay?
Yeah, are you
Causing
telling
annoyance-
me?
Listen,
Are you
causing an
with a
annoyance and
lawful
alarm.
order? Is that a
Listen to what I'm
lawful
saying.
order?
Are you gonna let me talk, man, or are you just gonna make your video? You're causing an annoyance and alarm.
I love
No,
this
no.
cop.
Inside of that business. Yes, you are. That's why I'm
Videotaping?
here. Yes, you are
So,
causing
are
an
you the
annoyance and
feelings
alarm.
police or law
I'm telling you, you're
police?
causing an annoyance and alarm, which is the statute,
Uh-huh.
which comes to disorderly conduct. You're becoming
Really?
disorderly at this.
Okay, so section 2917.
Oh, shut up. Nobody cares about your
Disorderly.
stupidity.
There is nothing on here. Feel free to pause because I'm trying to make this quick. There is literally nothing on here that has anything to do to be close to me filming in public.
Ah, but that's not what
Nothing.
he's accusing you of.
It's a privately owned business.
Under threat of arrest, that's all I need.
I'm telling you to go away as a courtesy of the property owner. Okay.
All right, see, hold on. I got a comment on that. This is the thing. Here's the thing. He goes through, it says, there's nothing here that says filming is disorderly conduct. Once again, and as always, it's not the camera, it's the cameraman. You are acting disorderly. Why? Because I'm filming? No, because the way you're acting is disorderly. Like, yes, nothing in there covers filming because it's not about you filming. It's about you being a jackwagon.
Hey, please go away.
Is that a threat? I'm not. Or is that a lawful
You're not
order?
gonna get any story here, bud. All right.
Okay,
This has
I
been
will,
played
because I
out
will be
all over
back
the
on a day
internet.
that I will be okay to be
This
arrested.
is
So I mean,
all over the internet, man. You're nothing original. Just go away.
I love it.
You're a trident, man.
A trident.
What's
He
your
tried to
badge
say
number,
tyrant, but he
officer? I
didn't
need
know
your
how.
badge number. Let's see, 20169. What's your badge number, officer?
I'm gonna give you my
Yeah. This is sad.
You're sad.
I heard bad news about Norwood Police. Now I believe it. Don't worry. I'll be at your station later.
Have a good day.
I'll be at your station later. I'll be filing a complaint, officer.
Officer Mollman, Mollmann.
Badge number?
Hey,
Man, of course.
this cop is
Sir,
great.
you a supervisor? 20166. You a supervisor in here? No. Can I get a supervisor, please? No. Really? Well, can I get your badge number?
No.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Right here.
Right here. How original. How original.
Really?
How original.
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 Come on, man.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Williams. I'm Officer Williams.
Officer Williams and Officer Harris.
Badge numbers?
I don't have to get that to you.
That's it's in your policy.
No, it's not.
It actually is.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you know my policy better than me?
Yeah, I do. Isn't that sad?
Come on, man.
I'll be back, officer, on a day that I'm going to be okay with being arrested. So
Have a good
it's
day,
all
man.
good. You too.
He keeps saying
Hey,
that. I'll
be at the post office. You don't exercise your rights.
He keeps saying that too. I'll be back on a day that I'm okay with being arrested. Holy crap. Look at this. We got a super chat from Salacious. What's up? Hey, I saw a vid where a guard is finally using the words limited public forum. Friday in Library Enforcement Channel Stand Up Press. Ooh, I got to check that one out. Let's see. Can you drop a link to that? We'll check it out in a minute. Because that's good stuff. Thank you very much, Salacious, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love the no-nonsense cops. The approach that they're starting to take, the better they get to know these idiots, the more that they're like, oh, boy, it's another one of these morons.
They go away just like exercising muscles, man.
I am exercising my rights. I don't care if you video me. I really don't. I'm recording you too, man.
Yeah, but it's a public place.
But you're
It's a
causing,
public
listen,
lobby.
dude, like, I don't care if you record. I don't think they care if you record either, but you're causing an annoyance, okay? And you're causing an alarm.
Video recording,
Okay.
that's not how you can put it.
It's on how they feel,
Hey, and the
man.
judge will throw that out of the court
I'm
faster
just
than
telling you,
lightning.
man. They're causing an annoyance and alarm to the public, which is the people in
Then
there,
trespass me.
okay?
Give me a trespassing paper, man.
I'm telling you, man, just don't go back in there.
Just
It's
give me a
not-
trespassing paper
it's
because you know
not-
I'm going to fight this.
Listen, if you want a
and then I'm
story,
gonna be in
go
there.
somewhere else,
No,
man.
it's-
This isn't the right place.
I'm trying to record and do my freaking thing, man.
We've
But
seen
you
all
just
these videos, and you're just out here just trying to cause it, trying
Seen
to get a
all
rile
these
out of us, and it's not
videos.
working, man. It's just not.
I'm out here because I heard Norwood police don't listen to the law.
Where did you hear that?
I hear it all the time.
What? Where? Not citing
Everywhere.
anywhere.
People tell me all the time. Check out this place. You know my followers.
Are you? What's your YouTube? Maybe I'll watch some of your videos.
I don't give any information out.
You don't
Should
give
know
any
that one.
information
No
out, but
information.
you have all this information about our policy, about First Amendment auditing.
It's common knowledge.
I mean, like, I agree. You should be able to record wherever you want. I'm not disagreeing with you, man. I'm just saying you're causing an annoyance. That's why we were calling. Okay.
I'll do you a favor. If you talk to your supervisor and he says no to you, I will come back another day.
No to what?
Not being able to record in there.
I didn't say you couldn't record. They just don't want you in there because it's a privately owned business.
It's not a privately owned business,
Yeah.
though.
So the state of Ohio does not own that building. Okay. People can buy. It's like a franchise.
I understand. I
you
know
ever heard
exactly how it
Piata?
works. Rick had one down in Reading, a little out of starter Reading. I know exactly how it works. That's why I know I can record in there. I recorded in Sharonville. I recorded in the one that used to be in Reading.
Why though?
Because you can. I'm a journalist. I'm doing a story on the BNV, how they act. That's the whole
They're pretty
thing.
nice
They're
people in
public
there. Have you ever
employees.
talked to them?
This is my first time being at this new.
They're actually really nice in there.
Well, it doesn't seem like it. I walked in and immediately got attacked. Verbally, not
Let me
not
ask. Let
literally.
me ask the lady because it looked like the one lady was pretty, I guess, alarmed by it because they described you as like a big guy. I don't know. I mean,
Hey, that happens.
And once again, I would like to point out one of the things that makes this video so beautiful is, besides the fact that the cop is a genius in the way he handles this guy. What's up, Simone? Is the fact that the video starts when the cops are already there. What happened before that? The frauditor chose to cut all that out. What led to the DMV calling the police? He doesn't show any of that. All he shows is himself getting trolled by the cops. What an idiot. And Him and all of these guys always, they still don't understand. They don't learn. It never gets through their thick skulls. And the cop must have told them 10 times now, I don't care if you're filming. They don't care if you're filming. It's the way you are acting while you're filming. That's the problem. That's always the problem. It's never the camera. It's always the cameraman. Well, I could film. I didn't say you couldn't film, but you can't go in there. Yeah, but I could film. Okay, but you can't go in there. Go ahead, film, but don't go in there. Like, why is that so difficult for these idiots to understand?
I'll talk to them. I mean, if you want to get your registration,
I'm not there for that. I'm there to record. That's the whole thing. I'm doing a story on the BMV.
like that they're not nice.
No, I'm doing an audit to see how they are, how they respond to it.
Shouldn't you set that up with the person that runs the branch, though, and not just barging in?
You don't have to do that. It's not barging in there. It's a public lobby. Can I get your badge number, officer, please? No? Can I get your badge number, please? Are they on your badges? I can read them. 211, 225. Okay, at least they're on there. Where's your name tag? It's what?
I'm waiting on it.
Oh, okay. You new?
I got a new one.
That's cool. A new one. So you've been here a while? Oh, okay. How long you been an officer?
8 years.
8 years. You've been 6 years. Your body cams are running, correct?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Time we're interacting with the public.
Just making sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna FOIA request them.
So do you have a YouTube channel?
I do.
But you don't get that information out.
Mm-hmm.
So can I, because, I mean, it seems like all First Amendment auditors are the same. They want information from everyone.
So,
but they won't
hold on.
give information.
You're a public servant, okay?
And what
You have.
I'm not even talking about me. I'm
Okay.
talking about them.
Inside,
Anybody.
any public servant's supposed to provide their name. They work in public. They're a government employee.
Mhm.
Anybody like that, obviously, private citizens that walk in there and can't get their name.
Are you
obvious.
required to provide your name and date of birth when requested?
Me? I didn't. My name. No, I'm a private citizen. But they're a public employee. That's what makes them need. They may not have to give their name, but they could get in trouble for that.
So is that your goal, though? Is what I'm asking. To get
My
people in trouble?
goal is to exercise my rights and to educate.
And again, I don't think
educate cops and public employees and citizens.
I don't think you're educating anyone here, though.
Because the supervisor's here to help to educate you, and then you guys will educate
So you
them.
think the supervisor is going to come here and tell you that you can go in there and cause annoyance by?
I mean, I wouldn't be
disrupting their
surprised if he disagrees, and that. I mean, it happens. I mean,
Sure, it does, but I can almost assure you that if any supervisor comes out here, they're not going to tell you that it's okay to go in there and cause annoyance.
that recording.
And again, no one's saying that recording does.
All I'm
cause-
doing is recording.
It's
You're not the
perception.
feelings police, though. You're law enforcement.
You're not hurting my feelings.
You're saying that their feelings are going to be hurt, and that's why they asked me to leave. That's why the officer asked me to leave.
It's a private business. If they don't want you there, if you go into McDonald's or
Kroger's, McDonald's, private business.
so the BMV is not.
It's a governmentally owned place. It may not be governmentally owned, but government runs it. The government tells how the privately owned person to run it.
And I love the fact that these guys are always talking about how, like, you can't tell me that it's a private place. Like, what do you decide what's public and what's private? Because why? Because you own a camera? Like, it's up to you? These guys never listen. They never care. Yeah, I mean, here's another thing, Salacious. The feelings police thing, right? Okay, so there's so many things that they say that just make no sense when you break it down. First of all, the whole feelings thing, right? Well, let's say I walk into a bank with an AR-15 strapped to my chest and a mask on, and I just stand there staring at the security guard or staring at the teller, right? They can't call the cops just because they feel threatened by me? Like, of course they're going to call the cops, and of course they're going to feel threatened. You went in there doing that because you knew that that would make them feel threatened. That's the whole point. You have to try and elicit a reaction. Well, I'm here working on a story. This is the story. That's why you cut everything else out. I'm working on a story on the DMV. Then where's all the DMV footage? You didn't post that. You only posted the footage of the cops because that's the story. Baiting the cops and then having a negative interaction with them. That is the story. Interaction, not interreaction. Yeah, so there's that. I mean, these guys are just, they're so freaking annoying.
And you think it's okay to go in there and just start
It's a public lobby.
demanding people's names?
I didn't demand anybody's name. I went in there and just started recording. I didn't say a word to anybody. So,
But it would have gotten to that point, right?
no, I don't even really ask for names. I only ask for badge numbers.
I mean, you
from
immediately
officers.
came up and started demanding our information.
Yeah, because you're police officers.
Well, and
Because I would like to know who's either screwing me or who's doing a great job.
no one's doing anything to you.
I'm being screwed right now because I'm allowed to record in that public lobby. And I see where you think it's private is, I don't know, because it's in a strip mall. But once that's there, that
This
makes
doesn't have
that.
anything. If it was a standalone building, what's the difference?
I can record in it. It's a BMV. It's cool. I'll go to the post office next. So if you guys want to follow me there, you know.
I mean, now you're getting into federal property.
Yeah, which you have no jurisdiction. And I was at the one in Oakley already, so you know, Cincinnati police knows what they're doing, and they educated the workers there. So
it's all about education. Huh?
Yes, it really is. That's one of my goals is educating everybody.
I'm sure everyone leaves their interaction with you highly educated.
The lead cashier at the Oakley Station post office left educated for
I'm
sure.
sure she went home
He
and just
did.
educated everyone with your great wealth of knowledge.
Well, he's not going to call the police and waste the police time anymore, is he?
That's what we get paid to do, man. How's it a waste of time?
To waste the taxpayers' money. You guys could be out there looking
Doing what? Looking for murders and rapists and the classic.
Well, I wasn't going to say that. I was
Right.
going to say looking for people who are running red lights, speeding, you know, almost hitting me like in blue scooters, but you're here dealing with this because you think you need to deal with it.
No.
We got a call.
The 911
That's why we're
dispatcher
just
or
randomly
whoever
show up.
answers should have been like, yes, it's a public lobby. He's allowed to record. And that happens in most cases, like it did with Cincinnati police, but they still showed up to make sure I was okay.
Because that's their job, right?
Yeah. But do you think four cop cars should have shown up to that?
So me, I don't know.
I think that's a little
I don't work
excessive,
for
but
the
you know.
city of Cincinnati.
Then I don't see it that excessive because they probably described me as a big guy. And that's probably why 4 people came until I realized what was actually going on.
Well, hopefully we'll get you the resolution you seek.
It's fine. I'll be back. I just don't feel like getting arrested today. So I won't push it too far today. Well, at least not here. I'll push it over at the post office. Because you don't have no jurisdiction there to trespass.
So if the postmaster calls the inspectors, are you going to give them the same hassle?
The inspectors try to do something, I'll give them hassle and they can try to do what they want to do. I mean, I'm not going to fight anybody, and if I get arrested, I'm not going to resist. That would be stupid. I mean, I'll go to jail and then get thrown out, and then there'd be some dumb lawsuit. That just wasted money. That's what I'm trying you guys not to mess up. I don't want to sue. That's the problem. Because I'll literally sue for $1, and then I want a letter that's going to say I'm sorry. That's my whole goal there too. If I have to sue, if I get arrested, so I mean,
That makes sense.
because I don't want you guys to lose funding, you know, because you lost $100,000 because you arrested somebody for unlawfully.
Man, like you said, somebody said in the chat earlier, this video, one of the reasons why I like it is because this guy's like a walking soft set bingo card, right? Or frauditor bingo card. He's hitting every point, and the cops are with him all the way. Everything he says, they're like, Yeah, but what about this? Oh, and then they say something that makes sense, and then he babbles some more nonsense, and they're like, yeah, but whatever. Like, these cops have obviously dealt with these idiots before. They know exactly what's going on. They know exactly what to do and how to do it. These cops are genius. I love these cops. And again, that's why I think this video, it just got dropped a couple days ago, but it's already been covered by a few people, and a few more people are working on it right now because it's so absolutely brilliant in every possible way. One, he keeps yapping about how he's there to audit the DMV, but he completely edited out the entire DMV audit. He completely edited out why they called the cops. He's not showing any of that. And then when the cops show up, they troll him. They call him out on everything he does, and he doesn't even realize he's getting roasted. Oh, man, this is great stuff. Great stuff.
I don't think you understand that nobody wants to deal with you. Like,
Nobody
that's
wants
the
to
point.
deal with
If
you.
went away, then everyone would be happy.
You just went away, everyone would
Once
be
you
happy.
guys leave, I'm heading to the post office. So.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go now. No one's holding you here. You're not detained. You're more than welcome to go.
Do I know I'm not detained?
I'm sure you do.
That one I do know. So can I just see your badge number?
Oh, yeah. Just don't walk on it.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to see your badge number.
Hey man, so I talked to the lady that called on you. FSR9. She said that I guess the customers in there were concerned about you recording their personal information while they're getting their registration and licenses renewed, and that's the main heart of the issue is that you're recording their stuff and they're feeling, annoyed by it. And
Lieutenant, how you doing today, officer?
Pretty good. You?
I'm doing great. Can I get your badge number?
It's 131.
131. I appreciate that, officer. I appreciate it a lot. Now, is that in your policy? To identify with your name and badge number. That's my question for you. It's not in your policy? Okay. Now, they're trying to stop me from recording in a public place.
Okay. Inside, that's not a public place.
It's a public lobby. It's funded by the government.
That's privately owned.
It may be privately owned, which makes it public when it's funded by the
privately
government.
owned. And if the managers does not want you in there, then you cannot be in there. You can record anything you want out here, but it was the moment you walk inside that business and they ask you to leave, then you have to leave.
Am I going to get arrested if I go back in there? Is my question.
Yes.
I will be arrested.
Yes, and you'll be transported downtown to the Hamilton County Justice Center for trespassing. They've warned you. We've warned you. I don't really know of any other option.
Dave, is that one of them?
They.
Okay, they.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
What's up, Doc Danger? Good to see you.
That represent the owner of the business. The business owner's name is Brittany.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't test it today because I'll probably be stuck there all weekend, huh?
Nobody wants to be stuck there, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to do that. I mean,
if I do that, then I fight it in court and it gets thrown out. Then that gives me the right to come back and actually record and then show the employees that they can't just call the police on somebody recording when they're trying to do a story on the BMV.
But it's a privately owned
I understand
business.
how you think that.
You can't be inside
I understand that.
personal information.
And that's not.
That's what
there's
they're
no
worried
right to
about.
privacy in public. It's a public lobby because it is owned by a private citizen, but it's a government facility. It's still ran. The government tells them how to run it. The funding goes in it from the government. It is a government building.
Well, I don't know anything about the funding. All I can tell you is it's a privately owned business right in there. And if they tell you you're not allowed in there, then you're not allowed in there. Just like if you walked into McDonald's and McDonald's told you that you're not allowed in there, you're not allowed in there.
McDonald's is a private place.
Well, like you said, when you walk to the post office after you're done here, you're going to get the same response, man.
But you're going to have to deal with their federal.
Right, like I said, it's like now you're in a.
The federal thing they're not gonna do anything because they'd already put them in law on how to.
So
just to clarify, I did talk to
Yes.
them a little bit, and I asked them how the business is running there. So Brixmore is actually the business that owns the entire building.
Well, anyway, I'm going to stop it there because the rest of it is just the cops trying to explain to him that it's a private business and him not accepting their explanation. And then everyone just goes home. But that's, it's so ridiculous the way that so many of these guys have these ideas in their head that are set, like they're set in stone. And it's like you can't get their brains to budge, which is insane because they're supposedly all about education, but none of them are about learning. None of them will ever learn anything. What's up, Christina Probst? Welcome. They refuse to learn anything. You can't say a word to these guys. It's, it's oh, we're talking to a brick wall. I get a better response from a brick wall than you would from one of these idiots. At least a brick wall doesn't talk back and just deny everything you say. This is a private place. No, it's not. You're not allowed in here. Yes, I am. What? How could you? Anyway, idiots are dumb and dumb people are stupid and stupid people are idiots. And I got this video from Press NH Now. I also wanted to share with you guys. Well, that dipshit was what was his name? Something McPress. Like, I don't know. You could see that video. That same video has been covered by Troll and a couple others already too. He was frauditing inside a DMV. Of course, his big thing when the cops came was, well, I'm just here to audit, to make a news story about the DMV. But when you watch his video, he completely cut out the entire DMV part and only kept the part where he's talking to the cops. So, yeah, and Debo's Nation just did that video. Everybody's been covering it because the cops call them out. The video I'm about to start is Press NH Now's new video where he gets trespassed. And of course, in his title, he says, I'm illegally trespassed. Now, this is a two-parter. He hasn't posted part 2 yet. But let's take a look at what he does have. And it is going to be kind of fun to watch somebody get trespassed. It's always a good time. So let's check this out.
Public information. Gotcha.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
You have your appointment scheduled front desk.
Notice already. Let's go back real quick. I wanted to point this out. I don't know if you guys mentioned this when you were doing yours on this, but here. And of course, look at begging for money.
Take a look at the State of New Hampshire Health and Human Services, Manchester, New Hampshire District Office, and exercise our possibly pull some records and get some public information. Gotcha.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Watch the people. All the people. Notice how he films the people, doesn't blur out any of their faces, but does blur out something that who knows what's on that TV. Maybe he blurred it out because he didn't want to get a copyright strike. Maybe it was playing something that he didn't want to get in trouble for, and that's why he blurred it out. We don't know. But what I do know is, obviously, they know how to blur things out, but they don't blur the faces of the people who don't want to be on there. But obviously, he knows how, but he still chooses not to, except for some reason he chooses to blur this. I wonder what's on that screen.
Schedule front desk. Here's your interview rooms.
Filled it, yes, and I marked that on there. There is one that I didn't mark, it's in the way, I wasn't sure what that meant.
No admittance beyond this point.
Oh, it's the patient list that he bricked? Okay. Yeah, just walking in there and focusing his camera on all the women. Of course. She's a Karen because she doesn't like some creeping on her with this camera.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Is there a reason why you're taking pictures?
Yeah, there's always a reason. Yeah.
Okay, great. What is that reason, please?
I'm not going to give you that
We're invading
information.
our privacy.
I'm sorry?
We're not agreeing to you taking our pictures.
You don't have any authority over that.
We have authority over you taking our pictures. Yes,
Of,
we do.
of course you don't. No, this is a public building. Yeah. Can I have your name?
Nope.
No name?
Still just filming the women. You can hear men's voices. There's obviously other people there, but nope. Gotta focus your camera on the females.
Do you have a business card?
Yes.
There you go.
Creating privacy.
I have people I have to call to the window.
Yeah, go ahead and I'll back up out of your way.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't stop you from doing your job.
Okay.
No problem.
So the people are up here giving confidential
Yeah, that
information.
HIPAA. You speaking of HIPAA, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's on you. That's the onus is on you to protect that information.
That's right, which is
That's
why
what
we're
she's trying to
asking you
do.
not to record people in
Yep.
this
But
building.
what I'm
because
telling you is
they are private citizens and their
No, they're not private
information is
citizens.
confidential.
We're in a public area.
Yes,
And
we
HIPAA
are.
HIPAA laws and policies reflect on you, not me. It is up to you to
Do
protect
you
that
not
information.
feel that people have a right to protect the privacy of their information?
That's on you to protect that information.
That's why she's telling you to stop filming.
So you should probably do that.
That's what he's trying to do. She.
911-845. I have a call on the line at 1050 Perimeter Road in Manchester. DHHS states there's a male subject filming in lobby 5. She states they've tried to ask him to leave. He won't leave. She says that there's confidential information there.
I asked him, I told him that people have a right to the privacy of their information. He said, that's on you. Are you talking about HIPAA? That's on you. You can't ask him to leave. It's a public building. And I mean, there are people here who, you know, they're not going to want him filming them, and he hasn't asked for permission.
Okay, you like
And they're talking about very private things.
store? Are you
Yeah, we're the Department of Health and Human Services. People are coming here to get things like food stamps and medical care, Medicaid.
Gotcha. Sorry, I thought you said DHS. Okay. So you're at 1050 Perimeter Road. How long have you been there for?
I'm sorry?
How long has he been there for filming?
He's probably been here for about 10 minutes now. And we put a blank down, and then he bent down and stuck the lens on a little part that was still not completely covered, and he's just, it's very strange.
All right, what was your name? And the phone number over there?
We don't have his phone number because it comes in on a general line.
Is he on his own or has he got the people with him?
No, he's here alone, and he's just filming and refuses to stop.
All right, and he's, what does he look like, just in case we get there and he's
He looks like an idiot.
Wearing a gator or cover his face, and he was wearing a white t-shirt and jeans, and he also has on a black cap with the letter A on the front of it. And he's definitely within people's space bubble and listening to their information, and it's not okay.
Okay, all right, we can send someone down, okay?
Hello, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to tape in here.
Is this a public facility?
You're not allowed to tape in here. This is a secured area.
This is not a security area. This is a public area, ma'am. I have every right to be in here. I have every right to record. They're worried about HIPAA, okay, which I understand.
Yes.
But you need to understand that those laws and policy are on you to protect, not me.
I am trying to protect it. That's
Okay.
why I'm asking you to not.
No, that's not how you protect it. How you protect it is by not giving that information out, by not having them give it to you verbally, and to protect all the information, all the paperwork, and everything in the back of it. That's how you protect it.
You're making everyone desperately uncomfortable, and I'm going to call the police, okay?
Well, I'm sorry to, I mean,
No,
I have a right to be here. I'm not
letting
worried
you
about them.
know.
They're going to tell you,
Perfect.
they're going to tell you exactly what I told you.
Okay.
And I'm going to remain here when they leave too. They probably won't even respond. They know better.
That's okay. I'll call. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
All right. Have fun. All right. So let's go to the other side and look at the other office and see how they respond. They said they were calling the police. So we'll see what they say and if they respond. Is the Manchester Airport over there, New Hampshire?
Please unrecorded.
Hello. Hi. I am calling. I work in Health and Human Services in Manchester. Okay. And we have a on our lobby that is video recording.
Okay.
Which apparently he's allowed to because it is a public building. But he is recording people that I don't believe are giving consent to be recorded, and we are Health and Human Services, and we assist people at the window, which is violating their HIPAA laws if he's recording what they're saying.
Okay. So are you asking?
No, that's not creepy at all. Some guy walking up to the window filming
To
women.
leave, and he informed
Nope,
me
not
that he
creepy.
is allowed to be there, and there's nothing I can do. So I've already asked him to leave, so I would like him removed if that's possible.
What's the address there?
It's 105 1050 Perimeter Road.
What's your first name?
Adina, Adina.
Phone number?
I do not. He just came in holding his phone up and has been recording.
So he hasn't tried to come up to the window to conduct any business or anything like that?
He has no business.
He has not gone to the window to conduct business. He is literally just recording.
How long has he been there?
When did he show up? 10 minutes ago. He stepped outside for a bit to record out there, and he's recording inside. I'm just worried that our clients are not getting the
Oh, absolutely.
security and anonymity that they deserve.
So is he back inside now?
Is he back inside now? They're double checking to see if he was inside. They're double checking if he's inside now.
No,
We've asked,
there's obviously
our workers to
this
stop
is
helping
baiting.
people at the
Because
window.
why would somebody do this if they weren't
And we're
baiting?
going to start bringing
Like,
them
what's
to
the
back.
point?
But it's disrupting business. They've closed the windows. There are clients in there, and he's just in the lobby yelling now. We're violating HIPAA laws. He's screaming that we're violating HIPAA laws, which I'm unclear how that's possible. But
can you explain to me what he's wearing?
What is he wearing? He's wearing a T-shirt that says Calvin Klein, a white T-shirt, and a black mask, and black pants. He told us that we need to finish servicing our clients because he is absolutely not leaving.
We're dispatching 2 officers there right now, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you have a business card, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, do you have a business card?
Creating privacy. They're creating their own privacy.
Ma'am?
You told them to create their own privacy, so now they are. You should be happy.
Okay, we have to just wait until.
I can't get a business card?
What's up, IKISS? Hope you're feeling good today.
Can I get a business card, ma'am?
Yeah, that's not creepy. That's not baiting. That's not stupid. What's up,
Okay.
Elite Skadar?
33 and 22, can you guys head to 1050 Perimeter Road? We have a couple callers letting us know that there's a male in their lobby who's recording the staff and the client and stated he's absolutely not leaving. Unit 5, turn unwanted, t-shirt, black pants, and a black mask. He's violating their...
Debos makes a great point. Debos makes a wonderful point. Supposedly, the reason they're doing this is for more accountability and more openness. But they're constantly saying, well, no, you can't talk with these people in front of the window because I might be able to hear it. So you got to get them in the back. You got to hide the information. You're telling them that you're doing this for accountability and for transparency, yet you're telling them that they have to go out of their way to hide everything even more because if you can film it, then it doesn't matter. So it's always the same. It's moving the goalposts. It's changing what they want. And if you give them what they want, then they want something else. You can't win with these guys because it's obviously a scam. That's why they're called frauditors, because it's a fraud. Their whole thing is a lie. And that just proves it. And the fact that they had to shut the place down. And again, the lady comes out and says, hey, you can't do this because people have private information. And he says, well, it's your job to protect that private information. And she tells him, that's why I'm asking you not to film, so that I could protect their information. He says, no, you got to hide all that stuff in the back. So then they close the blinds on him. So now they're doing what he wanted, and now they're refusing service. They're not being good public servants. You can't win no matter what you do because it's all bullshit anyway. It's just for clicks and views and YouTube nonsense, and it's horrible, and it's evil, and it's hate.
Trying to record paperwork.
Copy that. I'll see if I can make imbalance on mail.
Maybe you should probably just continue doing your business with the clients you have here. Well, I'm not going anywhere, so. No, I think you're actually giving it out to people. I think that's the problem here. I think you're violating HIPAA laws. That's not even possible, ma'am. It's not even possible. The onus is on you to keep that private, not me. I'm not yelling at you. If I can just get a couple business cards of yours, I'll probably head out.
What are they, all on lunch? They on lunch?
They're always out to lunch. I mean, they're always out to lunch. It looks like they might be trying to close the office down because of my camera, but that's not my problem.
See, this is why I know that David's a troll. Because of all people, he should know that if there was a sign, they would say, well, that sign doesn't trump my rights, and that's an unconstitutional sign. So they'd ignore the sign anyway. Yes, Andromeda, you're completely right about that.
So said it would go on the screen. There it is. Front desk arrived. Look at that. So will I be served or?
I'm gonna assume no.
You're gonna assume no?
You have a question?
Yeah, I have a bunch of questions. Yeah, I mean they're failing to even provide any of that information. You know.
Did you sign in?
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
it's right now.
We'll get you in the order you signed in.
I've been here for a long time and they failed to answer questions already. Oh, you girls are silly.
Because they're creating privacy?
Could only imagine what they're doing back there without the camera. Never mind with it. Acting like silly gooses.
trying to get their job done without some idiot interrupting their work.
What's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
I've been waiting for you.
Why is that?
Well, because they said that they were calling you, so I didn't I didn't want to run away.
So
you
what's
know?
your
Press NH now, Andromeda.
Like, what's your ultimate goal?
Well, first of all, do you have a name badge number?
Yeah, it's Gagne 153.
How do you spell that?
Gagne. If you
Awesome.
can't pronounce
Oh,
it,
Gagne.
no, it's Gagne.
Oh, Gagne. Okay. That's why I asked.
All right.
Cool.
If you can't pronounce it that way, think of Kanye, but Gagne.
Okay. Yeah.
So honestly, what's
Are you
going on?
recording?
I am recording.
Okay. Were you going to tell me that?
Yes,
or?
I was going to, but you just asked me for my badge number first.
Okay.
Before I even started. Okay, man.
Cool.
Do you have any ID on you?
For what?
So I know who I'm talking to? You just asked who I am.
No, I don't. You're a public servant,
All right,
man.
that's fine. So what's the point of being here right now?
I'm filming, recording, documenting, exercising my rights, and getting public information.
Exercising your rights for what? What are you trying to documentation? Are you trying to?
I'm not going to disclose that information.
Okay.
It's under
Well, so
investigation.
this is private property.
No, this is actually state property.
No, it's not. Okay, they own this building. You can go outside into the parking lot and do whatever you want, but this is owned by the Department of Human Services.
Which is state,
property.
right? Public.
You're just not supposed to be here.
This is not public property.
They've asked you time and time again.
I'm asking you a question.
What's
Okay, let's get to an understanding. Let's de-escalate. Okay, and come to an understanding. This is public property, state property, correct?
This building.
Yes.
This department right here.
A public lobby, correct?
This
Is this a
not-
public lobby?
No.
Whose lobby is it?
Department of Human Services.
Which is state and city and public
Why-
property, correct?
So when I get a call.
This is not private property.
So let's restart this.
Okay, yeah.
My call comes over here.
Yeah.
Saying there's a guy that fits your description.
Yeah.
White male, face mask,
Yeah.
and everything like that, recording,
Okay.
screaming at people.
Oh, I'm not screaming.
Did you raise your voice at all?
I'm not going to answer any questions like that.
Why not?
Because I have a right to remain silent if I need to. I'm not going to incriminate myself.
You're making your disorderly over here.
I'm disorderly?
You're causing.
By asking, you don't even,
Yes, I do know.
You
You've
do.
been demanding documentation from them, right?
I'm asking for their names. I'm asking for the services they provide. I'm asking for business cards. I'm asking for emails.
And they haven't given you a business card?
No, and that's fine. If they want to act that way and look unprofessional working for the public, then that's fine. They can do that. I'm going to request a supervisor, please.
You would like a supervisor?
Yes, I would.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
330.
All right, so let's take a quick look at this, what we just saw. This officer is a tyrant along with more than half, and more of the department is also. Okay, so let me ask you something. How is somebody walking into a building, asking you a couple questions, and you talking over them the entire time they try to speak, them being a tyrant? Isn't that you being a control freak? You're trying to control the conversation. You're trying to control everything, but he's the tyrant? All he did is walk in the door and try to find out what's going on. Every single one of these idiots doesn't seem to understand that when a cop walks in, he doesn't know what's going on. He has to find out. That's why he's asking you. When a cop first walks in, he doesn't know what's going on. That's why he's asking you. So when you tell him, oh, yeah, I don't answer questions, I don't blah, 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 now he's a tyrant. What did he do that was tyrannical? He walked in the door and asked the guy a couple questions. Oh, my God, what a horrible, evil, rotten, no good tyrant. I would love somebody to gather all of these frauditors up and send them to somewhere that actually is tyrannical and see how long they last. They'd be dead acting like this in other countries. Get out of here. Nobody
Because you can't trespass from here. It's public property. You should know the laws.
No, you should know the laws, but you don't.
You're asking me to leave, or are you demanding and giving me a lawful
What
order?
you're doing is that you're creating a disorderly
No,
conduct.
they have. They have.
You're just like you asked, my supervisor's right.
Awesome. How you doing?
Hi.
Good. Supervisor. You? All right. Can I get your name, badge number first?
Yep, Officer Clark 202.
Clark 202. Name?
LaValley.
LaValley, badge number? Z22. I remember you from WMUR. Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, so I'm just, they're saying, obviously, you know what I do. All right, it's no big secret. I'm here asking basic questions, okay? Trying to get public information, see how they kind of conduct their business here. They're crying HIPAA, HIPAA, HIPAA. Okay, and I tried telling them very nicely that the onus is on them, okay, to protect that information, not on me. So I can't legally violate HIPAA laws. They don't want to give me the information I'm asking, okay, which is just, I mean, it looks bad on them. And that's it. I mean, if they don't want to give it to me, I'm not going to yell and bang on the window. It's not going to get me anywhere, right? It's going to get me disorderly. And you know I know what I'm doing, man. So, yeah, well, that's tough shit, isn't it? So, it is. So he was telling me that this is private property, when this is definitely considered state property, city property, okay, which is... Yes, I do. I'm video recording. I'm exercising my rights.
So we're asking you to leave.
Are you asking me to leave?
Yes.
If I don't leave, I'll be under arrest.
For criminal trespassing.
So you're going to threaten to arrest me if I don't leave this public building? This is my business.
That's not.
I have every right to come in here and record silently, okay, and not bother anybody, which is exactly what I'm doing.
Bothering several people.
Well, no, that's how they narrate the story, so to get a response here.
So at this point, we're gonna give you a lawful order to leave.
You're going to give me a lawful order to leave?
Yes, sir.
Under what threat?
Disorderly conduct.
So
Being disorderly in the public place.
I'm being disorderly conduct, huh?
Yep.
And do you have any proof of that?
Speaking with the supervisor.
LaValle, you really want to pull this card?
The proof is.
No. Do you really want to pull this card? I'm over here. LaValle, look, listen, okay? You know exactly who I am and what I do.
I do.
Okay? I know exactly what the laws are, okay? I know the ordinances. I know a lot more than you guys think I do, okay? This is to test you and to test them, all right? I'm not in there being disorderly. They just don't like my camera. It's discrimination. Okay.
All right. So, the way I see it, they passed the test. You were testing them. Yes, they passed the test. They did everything they possibly could to keep their patients' private information private by making you leave. Pass. They did their job. The police made you leave after you were trespassed. They did their job. That's a pass. Everyone's doing everything perfect except for you. Yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping about how you know everything when you don't know shit.
Okay, I'm not in. Yeah, they said stop recording. You need to leave.
Good.
I'm just simply asking them questions, and they don't like that, and they don't understand the laws. And you, okay, as a sergeant, should go in there and literally tell them what he has every right to be in here.
Tell him, but I'll go talk.
Okay, I'm still talking to LaValle.
He doesn't care.
Why don't you stay right
No, I'll take the arrest.
No.
Yeah, I will.
Stay out of the building.
No, I'll take the arrest. I have every right to go back in there. I'll take the arrest.
No, you
Disorderly
don't have the right
conduct.
to go back in there. They don't want you in there. You don't have.
I don't give what they want.
They don't have.
It's
any,
not
they
up to
don't have
them.
any
It's
legitimate-
not up to them, Clark. I'm getting public information. I'm asking them simple questions
You don't
about
have
this.
a legitimate reason to be in the business.
I need to
The
make. I already
manager
made an
is-
appointment.
is- Okay.
I already made an appointment. I have legitimate
The
business.
supervisor
No, you
does
don't.
not want you.
Well, I don't care what you want. Excuse me.
No.
Move out of my way.
I'm not moving out.
You're going to move out of my way.
I'm not moving anywhere.
Do I have to force myself by you?
You are not forcing yourself.
No. Why, are you going to beat me up and throw me in
No.
the back?
Not at all.
No.
You're not coming into
Do you guys want another lawsuit? Is that what you want?
We would like
doing
you to
our
walk
job.
away, is what
Well,
we would like.
I'm not listening to you
Okay.
because you have no lawful authority to tell me what to do.
The supervisor does not want you here.
I don't care what the supervisor wants. You're causing a disorderly right now.
Doing my job.
No, you're not. You're violating my rights,
No.
and you're not going to flank me. Yeah, you did. Excuse me, sir.
No.
Excuse me, sir.
No. They
I'd
don't
like
want
to
you in
go.
here.
They don't have any authority to tell me I can't be in here.
You don't have any legitimate.
I do. I made an appointment. It's on the screen. Go look at it.
When did you make that appointment?
At like, I don't know, 12 o'clock, 12:02, I think it was.
They don't want you here.
Yeah, well, you said I have no legitimate business. I have an appointment for questions.
You're not coming in.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
Now, I'll take the arrest when you leave.
You're not coming
I don't care. I'll take the arrest. Put the cuffs on me now, dude. You think I won't do it?
We just need you to go.
No, I'm not leaving. You're not going to make me leave. Unless I'm in cuffs and you violate my rights and you're on notice, so there goes your qualified immunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir.
You're not going in.
Yeah, you are. I am. Excuse me, sir.
No.
Excuse me, sir.
Nope.
You're restricting my rights into a
I
public
love
building.
this.
You're not going in. I don't want you in there.
Oh, well,
You've been
that's fine.
trespassed.
You
You
can't tell me I
idiot.
can't go in there. I'm trying to get some
Yes,
public records.
he
I'm trying to
is.
pull some information for the public. I'm trying to. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Well, I'm telling you, you're not coming in.
Okay. Well, when you leave, I'll go back in. If you want to come back and arrest me, you can. Or you could just move out of my way. That would be nice if you did.
Yeah, these
You're
cops are
violating my
great.
rights right now, sir.
You're not moving.
Yeah. You're violating my rights, sir. Yeah, you are.
No, they don't want you in here. Supervisor, you requested a supervisor. He's going in there. He's speaking with them.
Okay. We'll see what he says when he comes out.
How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Unless they lock that door and you're still here, I'm walking in there.
You're not walking.
Okay. Well, we'll see. He's restricted access to a public building.
You asked for a supervisor. He's doing what you're being asked. Okay.
And you're
not
following.
going in
You're
there.
just following orders, right?
I'm being told what to do. And guess what? They asked you not to be in here right now until my supervisor's done. You're not coming
I'd like to go into a public building, sir.
Right now, you're not.
Sir, I'd like to. I have an appointment made in the La Valley.
All right, sir. Like
I'll
we've
talk
already
to the
explained
sergeant.
you-
I'll talk to the sergeant.
All right, go ahead. You can
Thank you.
talk to the
What time's your appointment?
I think I made it at like 12:02.
Right.
It says to ask questions, so I wanted to ask questions. So
You signed in.
I did. Yeah.
Under your name?
Under whose name?
Yours?
I don't answer those type of questions. Do I have to? I have to give up my right now to ask questions.
I asked you a question. Did you sign in under your name?
Do I have to?
Or did you sign in under a different name?
Do I have to?
So who made this appointment with you?
What do you mean? Nobody made an appointment.
Okay.
What they're doing is they're restricting me access to asking them basic questions about what they do here, their emails, their phone numbers,
Okay, well,
business
well,
cards.
People are giving private information.
Yeah, it's HIPAA. I
It
understand
shouldn't
that.
Be recorded.
No, it can't. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. You are correct, 100%. But let me explain HIPAA to you, okay? HIPAA is the onus is on them to protect that information, okay? It is on them. I cannot legally violate HIPAA laws.
Okay, but they ask certain
I can't.
questions, and they have to obtain certain information.
They need to create the privacy in a public area. That's what they need to do, and they started to do that, which is great, okay? And that's what I'm trying to teach them.
Everybody left.
Who?
The lobby. As soon as you walked out, the lobby's full now because they were in, they were in a meeting.
Whose fault is that? They closed the windows and the blinds and they told everybody to leave or I don't know, go into a private room.
Okay.
All I need to do here is get some more information, okay? And as soon as you guys leave, I'll leave. I have no problem with that. But I need to conduct my business, okay? And all I need is some.
What questions do you have?
Why do I have to ask you? I don't want to repeat myself, man. And if they don't want to answer, I can't badger them. I'm not going to badger them like knocking on the window, and I don't do that
How
stuff.
about I have the manager come out? You can ask her whatever question.
No, I'd like to go into the publicly accessible area of the building, which is state and city owned, and ask questions.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll take the arrest for disorderly.
Okay. You have no legitimate purpose?
I do. I already told you. I made an appointment. I need to ask questions. I need to get information on names
Do we
and
need to verify
emails.
this?
I'm sorry?
Do we need to verify that you made an appointment?
I don't know if that's an appointment screen. They said to check in, right?
You
That
made
I
the
have to
appointment
type it in.
after this all started.
Check in. They come in.
I don't think you need to if you're just asking basic, simple questions. I don't need an appointment like to sit down with anybody in a restricted area because I'm only doing this.
You didn't really make an appointment, right?
I don't know their process because they failed to explain it to me. Yeah.
All right, we're not going to go around all day. So.
No, of course. I mean, as soon as you guys leave, I'll leave, and I just need a couple questions answered, some public information, how to do a public records request, who to send that to.
91A.
Yep, with them. I just don't know who to send it to.
Because you're an idiot. I thought you knew everything.
I'd like to do my own business.
You're not going back in there, so.
I'd like to conduct my own business.
You've been trespassed.
If you want to ask her questions, fine. If
Out
not,
here?
then you can just leave.
But you're going to restrict me from a public building?
You've been trespassed.
So you're still going to restrict me from this?
Yes.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the sergeant. He's in charge here, along with me. Sir, can you get your hand out of your pocket, please? Can you just comply? Make everything easier for us? It's called flanking. Use your own tactics against you.
Great.
Yeah? You ever play chess?
No.
You got to be one step ahead. Maybe you're just too stupid.
No.
What's your 6? Dangerous man with the camera. Manchester's finest. Please don't walk into me. Not walk into me, sir.
You're gonna keep going, or what are you gonna
Well,
do?
I can do whatever
Where
I
do you
want.
Do you want to go over there? Or you want to go over there?
I don't know. I'll go wherever I want. It's a free country, isn't it?
Drive her in the car.
I don't answer those type of questions.
Well, you should probably get in the car.
I parachuted in.
Anyway, yes, the stupidity What's up, Cindy Lucian? Why would you want to be arrested? Yeah, see, that's the thing. These guys, man, like it's Press NH now. He's such a turd ball. And it's another example. And I love the fact that the lady actually said it, right? Because I always try to make the argument where they say, please don't film in here, in response to, well, the onus is on you to make privacy. I always say, that's what they're doing by asking you not to film. And she told him that flat out. Yes, it is my job to do that. That's why I'm asking you not to film. And I love the fact that as soon as somebody says something that they don't like, then it's a violation of their rights, my First Amendment, blah, 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 blah. It's garbage. It's nonsense. It's crap. And it just keeps going and going and going with this bull that's nothing but bull and serves no real purpose at all other than to, prove how stupid they are. So, we should test tasers on him. Yeah, right? That'd be great. What's your new job, Press NH now? Oh, I'm the official taser tester. They have to make sure they work by shooting me with them first. So another thing I wanted to look at, we got I'm looking at Josh Abrams' Accountability for All's new video. And it's the same old crap he always does. But one of the reasons why I wanted to show this is because I always talk about how Camback is a specific thing to me that proves beyond a reasonable doubt that these guys are full of crap. Because if they're fighting, if they're doing this because they're fighting for the right to film in public, then how come when someone films them, it's a horrible, terrible Camback nightmare, and how dare they, right? He gives this lady a hard time, and at one point you're going to see this lady's going to ask him, may I help you, right? Now, the second someone says that to you, if you were a human being, you would think, customer service, right? But these guys will say, look at these horrible customer service representatives harassing me while I'm just trying to film by asking me if I need help. Like, ugh. And that's exactly what's going to happen in this video. Josh Abrams is going to go up to this lady. She's going to say, may I help you? He's going to accuse her of harassing him because she said that to him. And then eventually she's going to take his picture, and he immediately is going to FOIA her video, her picture, her phone. Like, these guys hate being filmed so much, and it's so insane to me that, like, you would think if they really, honestly, truly were fighting for the right for everyone to film everywhere, anytime, without any problems, that they'd be celebrating people that quote-unquote came back. But no, only the frauditors are allowed to film. Only the frauditors have the First Amendment. Everybody else has to do whatever the frauditor says because we're public servants, which means they're slaves, and we have to bend over backwards to service what they want and to follow their demands and to follow their directives. And if you don't listen to the frauditor, then that's a fail and you're a piece of crap and you need to be fired and I'm going to sue your department. Nonsensical garbage, crap. Hola! And poo are all they do. They'll poo on you and in your shoe.
Yes, may I help you?
How you doing?
Good.
I'm just
Oh,
taking
you're
a
the
peek
people that were
around.
here a couple of years ago that was just taking videotapes of us because you just wanted to do it.
I've never been here before in my
Oh,
life.
It must have been something that just same idea.
It was probably another American that had rights and wanted to exercise them without being hassled. Isn't that crazy?
I just don't understand why you want to hassle us then.
I don't. I came in here and you gave me a hard time. You mind your business, I'll mind mine. How about that? Because I feel like it.
Are you allowed to?
Here we go.
Am I not allowed to?
Let's watch that again. Let's watch her give him a hard time. Hey, what's up there, Wilby? Edward Wickham. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. I remember right after this, he says she gave him a hard time. Let's look again at what she said to give him a hard time.
Yes, may I help you?
How you doing?
Good.
Just
Oh,
taking
you're
a
the
peek
people that were
around.
here a couple of years ago that was just taking videotapes of us because you just wanted to do it.
I've never been here before in my
Oh,
life.
It must have been someone that just same idea.
It was probably another American that had rights and wanted to exercise them without being hassled. Isn't that crazy?
I just don't understand why you want to hassle us then.
I don't. I came in here and you gave me a hard time. You mind your business, I'll mind mine. How about that? Because I feel like it.
Are you allowed to?
Am I not allowed to?
Is it a crime?
I'm gonna give you a phone. I'm gonna get my phone and take a picture of you.
See, right off the bat, there we go. Right there. Like, trying to provide good customer service. Now, that's a problem because they always move the bar, right? They always move the goalposts. It's always something else. Then what happens? He says, she's like, are you one of those guys that was filming before? And she goes, oh, an American that's got freedom and wants to do his rights. And then she goes, well, why are you taking pictures of me? And I love it when he said, because they always do this, they said, mind your own business. Well, if you're pointing your camera at me, aren't you minding my business? You're filming me. You're not minding your own business. You're minding my business, which is none of your damn business. Mind your own business. I'm just filming. No, you mind your own business and point the camera somewhere else. Like, their brains don't function. They just don't. Either that or, well, this is Josh Abrams. We know that he's full of shit on purpose, right? He said it. So, whatever.
Oh, that's actually perfect because that's great. Yeah. That'll be. Don't drop it though. That'll be.
She's taking your phone.
Okay,
You
all
use
right.
her phone?
I don't have a phone.
Watch it. That's
I
fine.
don't believe in those things.
That-
They
that-
just cause
You gotta
problems.
use her phone. Get her.
That's fine. Let her take the. Go ahead, take the picture of us.
If I see my picture on the internet,
It's gonna be
I'm
on the internet.
I'm gonna ask, see if I have anything I can do having my picture on the internet.
You know what you can try and do? You can try and sue me. I guess.
What do you think's gonna happen when you find that out?
I don't know.
Do you want?
sounds
But,
like you've already been
but
through
do you
this.
want to take our picture?
You don't know?
Okay, so
This is funny.
yeah, just go to the camera. But make sure when you take our picture, you hold the phone sideways because it'll get a much better photo on portrait. Just like that. Okay, did you take it? Do
Not yet.
you want us to smile?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Don't delete it. I'm gonna get that picture. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. That's fine. I'm gonna take it. You did it. I'm gonna get it now. Where's the town clerk's office? Right here. Perfect. See, we didn't have to go far. Hello.
How you doing?
Can I please get a records request for him? I just need to get a copy of the picture she just took. By the way, hold on. Notice a cease and desist for the destruction of that photographic evidence from my FOIA request. So just don't get rid of it.
That would be a federal offense.
Thank you. Thanks very much, dear. Appreciate it. What's your name, dear? Does she have a name tag over there? But it wasn't her phone she took it on.
Right.
So that's Cheryl, but Cheryl took it with someone else's phone. Okay, perfect. Let's figure this out. So this one's kind of a doozy. While in her public capacity, Cheryl took a picture of us with Alice's phone for requesting any video or pictures taken at approximately 4 o'clock. We'll turn that in. All set. Thank you. Yeah.
I leave this
All
for
right.
the town.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hello.
Hi, what's going on?
Are you from the town manager's office?
What do you need?
Well, I don't know if it's you that can help me. Are you from the town manager's office?
I'm an assistant town manager.
Oh, excellent. Why aren't your employees up to date or coached or trained about people's ability to film in a public place? Honestly, I've never been here before, and I guess I'm just finding out now that some other people came in and they filmed, and I haven't watched that video, so I don't know what took place. But you'd
Probably
think,
because they find it intimidating, don't you think?
Why would it be intimidating?
oh, I mean, you guys got a camera right over there. I mean, I don't feel intimidated.
Is that why you're here? Do you have business with something you need, or you just
Oh
came
no!
in to
So
film
well,
people?
it's great. We can actually let you know, give you a heads up that Cheryl actually used Alice's phone to take a picture of us, which is great. We smiled for the camera, all that. We just want to make sure that that video evidence is not destroyed because it's protected under FOIA. We did request it through public records, so I just like
Personal
to.
phone. I'm not sure it's subject to FOIA.
It is because it was in a public capacity.
Are you here just to talk about filming people? Is that?
No, we didn't come here to talk about anything. I mean, she just kind of interrupted us, but
Can someone help you with something?
well, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm wondering why there
Actual
isn't.
complaint.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come in versus Smith Turner's v. Driver. Why
So
did she
why-
do this? She should have shut her mouth, put her head down, and did her job instead of talking and even interact with me or him or do what any of she did. She got up out of her job in a personal capacity while taxpayer funding is paying her to do her job. She took it upon herself to take that lady's phone and film me while she's getting paid by my tax-funded money.
I
So
guess
think-
we
you know
do.
what?
What am
I
I-
normally don't do
You're
this.
raising your voice. I
I
mean,
can-
I'm not comfortable with it.
I normally don't do this.
So-
I want.
He's fine. He's protected speech. He's good though. Thanks for your input.
But I'm gonna give
I'm
you
gonna
my
tell you this.
card, and you can
I'm gonna tell
email
you. I'm gonna tell you this. I want her written up, and I want her suspended.
Of course it's not. Why would you do anything about your employees not acting professionally? Are you the town manager? I bet you he is. Are you the town manager, sir?
Yes, sir.
Quick question.
I want her.
And
I
I'll
want her written up, and I want her.
I'll
Suspended.
keep this simple and
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll keep
sir.
this simple and
What's going
succinct
on?
for you, all right? Cheryl.
Could you lower this? You don't have my permission to record.
I don't care. If you give me permission or you don't, you can take your permission,
Versus
put it in an
Mr.
envelope, and mail it to Santa Claus.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is
So
your problem?
all right, my problem is
That
that
you're an idiot.
It's great. She's not aware that we can engage in a constitutionally protected activity in a
No
public
one's
place.
depriving you of that.
You just told me that I couldn't film you. You don't feel
Yeah,
comfortable
under the
with it,
state
right?
of Rhode Island, you need permission to
No, you
record
don't.
a conversation.
No, you don't. No. So for just so you know, the wiretap law was repealed. Firstly, secondly, the wiretap law only was pertinent to conversations on a
What?
phone.
I'm not here to
or
talk
if you
about
were,
that. Would you
well,
like to
don't
talk about your
don't
problem?
cite
What's
law.
your
My
problem?
problem is you not
I'm
knowing
not
your
a
job.
lawyer. I'm not.
Then don't cite law. Why do I have to know more than you? Just make sure your employees know that
I'm
people
sure
have
you're
freedom.
very proud of your knowledge. What would you like me to do?
I'm asking you to make sure that your employees understand that we have freedoms. Coach them, train them, retrain them if you need to. Make sure
I'm
they
sorry, were your
understand.
freedoms infringed upon?
Of course, you just tried to do it right now. Telling me I can't film. She says it's
We're
intimidating.
not
Can't
talking
film.
about that.
Can't
You're
film.
here, you're filming, you're doing what you're doing. What do you need?
I just told you I want them to get some training, and I want to make sure she doesn't delete that cell phone footage on her personal phone.
That's our
either.
business now. Our business
Fine.
now is that
We
we want
can,
that
we
video.
can provide training to our employees.
That's great.
Right,
We'll
that's
be
our
happy to
business
help.
now. We want that. We want a copy.
I'm
of that
sorry,
picture.
how do you want to help?
Well, we're helping right now. I mean, well, it didn't help the last time. Whoever came in here and filmed before, I don't know if you guys did well.
I don't know who
Coming
you're
in to
talking
do
about.
business with the town.
How do you
Yeah,
know that?
this is
That's what I'm asking you.
this
You
is
have
my
a-
business right now.
Does it say I have to
business.
come in here for business?
This is my business
Would
right
you
here.
like to-
making
to
sure
put
that
it in, right?
making
You want
sh-
to-
making sure that public employees do their job. That's my business. Just make sure she doesn't get rid of that video footage out for us. All right. Appreciate
She
you.
was being insubordinate, so
Appreciate
basically
you.
she should be written up for that. That's insubordination.
Insubordinate to what?
She was supposed to be doing her job. She got out of her job, engaged with us, and then went over there and used that another woman's phone to take our picture. You don't see something wrong with that? If that's clearly the case, maybe you should be a town manager no more. Clearly. Maybe, you know, they say narcissism is the problem at the bottom to the top, right? Maybe you're a narcissist.
You guys are the narcissists. What the hell?
So maybe you should exclude yourself from this job, terminate the resignation policy, and somebody else needs to manage it.
Hi.
All right, that's enough of this stupidity. I can only handle so much Josh Abrams in a day before I have to barf. Oh man. So yeah, there it is, right? This is exactly the kind of thing that I'm always talking about, right? You walk into a place, and what happened there? What's this big educational, federal, major, big violations of rights and all this nonsense? She said, "May I help you?" That was how she made contact. How dare she? Ah. Oh. It's funny how these guys try to build this whole narrative, and it's always a false narrative, and it's always such nonsense. And like the biggest thing that I always say is the only thing that these guys are actually teaching people is that people hate First Amendment auditors. And if I walked into a place with a camera like that, there's a good chance that I actually would get a negative reaction just from walking in with the camera. But not because these people are violating everybody's rights, but because now they know that when somebody does that, they're usually a First Amendment auditor, and they're immediately going to assume, oh boy, here's another one of these idiots, right? But luckily, if they asked me, I would actually talk to them and actually tell them what's going on. I would know it's questions. What a jerk. Yeah, that's it. It's ultimately got nothing to do with freedom or rights or any of that. It's all about getting that fat lawsuit payday. They want to get paid. That's all they care about. And that's all they want. So whatever. Yeah, Josh Abrams he's bad man. He's got all kinds of problems, and like I said, and I've even seen people in the chat just now saying it, like you know that if you know him, you know that he specifically says that when he's out doing his audits, he's playing a character. So he's even more vile than a lot of these guys, because you got your guys who actually believe in what they're doing and you know they're wrong. But then you got people who are actually smart enough to know better, but do it anyway because they like the money. And that's even more vile because you know they're doing it on purpose just to be bungholes. And that's not good. That is not good. So anyway, there's one last thing I wanted to show before we start wrapping things up this morning. This is a shorter one. I'm giving you the warning now that whoever filmed this was like, it's all wobbly and horrible. It was posted on Rogue Nation's channel because at some point during the video, he mentions Rogue Nation. I think that's why Rogue posted it. But I wanted to post it specifically because you see him come up on something where the cops are arresting somebody. And as always, what's up, NCR? Billy Milligan, if I didn't say hi, hello. As always, this frauditor has absolutely no idea why this guy got stopped. He has absolutely no idea why the cops are arresting the guy. He doesn't know what's going on. And one of the big things is he talk about is how dare they search this guy's car without consent. Let's think about that for a second. Let's say that they're right. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they're right, that you're not allowed to search someone's car under the Fourth Amendment unless they give you consent, which is not what the Fourth Amendment says. It says unreasonable. If it's reasonable, then they can, right? But they never say that. They always say that you have to give consent, which is bull. And it's not in the Constitution, but whatever. They like to say that you have to give consent. Okay. So that means that I can stab a bunch of kids, throw them in my trunk, and if I get stopped by the cops and they want to search my trunk, I can tell them, no, I don't consent, and then they can't do it. So I just get to kill people, and as long as I hide the bodies in my trunk, I'm fine. I get to just rob banks, and as long as I put the money in my trunk and I don't give the cops consent to search my trunk, I'm fine. It doesn't make sense. The arguments don't make any sense. Again, this video I'm about to show, this guy comes walking in on a situation. He has absolutely no idea what's going on. And he just builds this false narrative where, look at the cops being tyrants to that poor guy. And how dare they search his car without. He doesn't know what happened. Maybe the guy got pulled over. The guy's already stopped when he gets there. The guy could have just hit somebody with his car. We don't know. He could have just shot somebody. We don't know. The guy could have 20 pounds of cocaine in his lap. We don't know. And neither does he. But he's going to assume everything and just automatically assume that the cops are just arresting this guy because cops are means that are mean people. And they're not nice. How dare those police arrest a man? Mean old police. This video is called Tyrant Cop Found.
You can believe it wasn't a camera, they throw him to the ground. They threatening to tase this guy. They searching the car with no consent. No consent. No consent. Well, I don't see that. I don't see that. Hey. Freedom of speech, bro. Yeah, that right there. Bam. What, you want to throw me to the ground too, right? I know how you fucking tyrants are.
If they wanted to throw you to the ground, you'd already have been thrown to the ground, you idiot.
Oh, I know. I got two people that know y'all. Rogue Nation. Y'all threw him to the ground too. He done suing y'all's ass too.
Oh yeah, the ballerina dance.
News Now Ninja, he's suing y'all's ass too. Come throw me to the ground. Threaten that shit. I ain't even near y'all's ass. What, making you mad, ain't it? Triggering your tyrant ass? You getting triggered? I don't give a fuck.
Triggered.
This is freedom of speech. This is that fucking America, man.
There's two, idiot.
That old one cop threw Rogue Nation to the ground over there, took him to jail. He's got a lawsuit against their ass.
Yeah, he didn't throw Rogue Nation to the ground. We've all seen that video
Threatening
100
to take
times.
me to jail for filming.
Did they say that? That's not what they said.
Cops that can't hold their composure don't need to be cops. If they can get mad from what I say to them, they don't need to be cops.
Yeah, how dare they be human beings?
Right, guys? How many's live, right? How many I got live right now? Bring them on. Spread it around. Share
If it's
it.
more than one, it's too many.
South Alabama Cop Watch. Yeah. You laughing? Yeah, that's what tyrants do when they throw people to the ground and shoot them in the back and all
Yeah,
that
that's
shit,
what's happening.
right?
All that just happened in this video. I didn't see any of that. What are you talking about?
Fucking tyrant. Give somebody a badge, they think they God. Strap a damn gun on them, that's even worse.
No, give them a camera and they think they're God.
What you hiding from? You don't want to be on camera, I guess. There he is right here. That's the tyrant.
How do you know?
Make him famous, everybody. Make him famous, right?
Wow, he's standing
Make
still.
that
How dare
tyrant
he?
famous. Tell News Now Ninja to hop on here. Share this shit out. Pritchard Police Department, one of the most corrupt cities in fucking Alabama. They can't even run their water company. They so corrupt.
You can't even hold your camera straight.
Gonna shut down a whole neighborhood of water because they can't fucking give water to people. Corruption. Pritchard, Alabama, from the top down. I ain't in the road. People have a right to walk on the I'm right here. I'm on the medium, sir. What are you trying to, I ain't done nothing. You don't want to make you You're the chief.
You're not gonna get up my skin. I'm sorry.
You're the chief, right?
I do this for a living.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I know how much y'all do. Check it out. I'll show you all kind of videos where y'all get under y'all skin because y'all contempt, right? Contempt. They contempt a cop. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Pritchard, Alabama's the worst.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my face on here just because it's hard to watch this.
I'm over here on the medium, y'all. Y'all see this?
The
He's
medium.
telling me to get out of the road. It's the medium. People have a right to walk on the medium.
He didn't
I
tell
was
you
right
not
here.
to.
This is the medium. There's the white line, sir. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, tyrant.
These guys throw
that's
the.
what
I
I
don't-
say. Shut the
Seriously,
fuck up,
do
tyrant.
any of these
How
guys
many's
even
up?
know the definition of the word tyrant? Seriously?
I got freedom to speak. I got freedom to speak. Ain't nobody else hearing me but you.
No. He's loud enough. You got to cry.
No, nobody over there. They don't know nothing. They ain't hearing me. You hear this?
I don't care.
He's threatening to lock me
care
up,
about no
sir.
camera.
Yeah, I know you don't. That's why. You mad about the camera. That's why you're threatening to lock me up. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. Let's see all these people in this room right now, right? Y'all hear him? He gonna lock me up because I got him on camera, y'all. This is the same department that locked up News Now Ninja, News
Good.
Now California, and
Good.
Rogue Nation, and they all
Good.
facing lawsuits for it. And if they
Bad.
lock me up for standing on this medium, they'll do it too.
Do it. Lock them up.
For having
please.
this camera. For what? Where's the disorderly? I ain't saying nothing where no one's hearing it. Ain't nobody here but police officers. I got a right to redress my government and my
So
servants.
go do that. Why are you standing
You're
here
one
on
of
the
my
corner
servants.
yelling at
Remember
cops?
that.
Oh, you are my servants. That's right. I forgot.
Oh my God! Look at here, y'all. Look at here. Look at here. Look at him. Look at. I'm 25 feet. He's threatening. I'm triggered. Triggered.
You're the one who sounds triggered.
What's it? Can I ask you your badge number, sir, and your name?
You want my badge and ID?
No, I just want your badge number.
Okay, what's your name?
I got a Fourth Amendment right to keep my.
Well, I have a right. I don't have to give you my badge number.
Oh yeah. Oh really? Y'all hear that? I'm gonna file a complaint on you. And Pritchard, yeah, and it'll follow you for the rest of your career, sir. I know you don't care. See, Pritchard, Alabama's corrupt. Look
Your
at this
brain
cop.
is
He's
corrupt.
laughing. See, look at that cop. He's laughing. Boy,
He
I'm
should
gonna
be,
get
'cause this is
probably
hilarious.
5,000 views on this one. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
You
this
little
is on Rogue
4'2"
Nation's channel
motherfucker.
that he got views.
He ain't but 4'2". Only thing.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Just wanted to show how stupid these people are. Like, it's not just that I think they're stupid. I know they are. For anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, I want to read this again because I found this the other day and I thought it was so like this had nothing to do with like auditing or anything. It was just me, going around the internet, and I like to read and I like to look at stuff. And I saw this and I thought, this really gets into the psychology of frauditors, right? Because they all hate cops, right? They're all angry at the police. They're all angry at the government. And where does that anger come from? And I read this and I quoted it earlier, but again, some people might have just joined us. And I think this is important to really think about this. All right. And again, this comes from, where did it go? I just had it in front of me. Did I lose it? Wait a minute, guys. Sorry about the pause here. Here we go. All right. This is from a psychologist named Bernard Golden, who wrote a book called Overcoming Destructive Anger. Hate involves participation in a group. It may help foster a sense of connection and camaraderie that fills a void in one's identity. Hatred of individuals or groups is a way of distracting oneself from the more challenging and anxiety-provoking task of creating one's own identity. Acts of hate are attempts to distract oneself from feelings such as helplessness, powerlessness, injustice, which all these guys complain about, inadequacy, and shame. Hate is grounded in some sense of perceived threat. Thugs, tyrants, it's a perceived threat. It's an attitude that can give rise to hostility and aggression towards individuals or groups. Like much of anger, it's a reaction to and distraction from some of their inner pain. The individual consumed by hate may believe that the only way to regain some sense of power over his or her pain is to preemptively strike out at others. In this context, each moment of hate is a temporary reprieve from their own inner suffering. Now, if that doesn't describe frauditors perfectly, they hate the cops. They see the government and the police as a threat. You know, they lash out at them. They get in their little group, in their little echo chamber of other frauditors. They come into the situations in groups of 3 or 4 or 5, all holding cameras. It is a weakness. They're weak, and they're trying to. That's why, like, because when I read that, it hit me because I said, I think last week on one of my streams, that it's like hating them as a public service, right? Thank God it's Friday. What's up, unicorn? So yes, and this is the thing too. Like for me, it isn't about like anger and hatred against them, although sometimes they do things that make me go right, and I get a little nuts. But it's because they push their hate so hard, and they try so bad. Like, and I just try to imagine, like, if it was my daughter or my wife, or well, ex-wife now, I guess, whatever, or my mother or somebody sitting behind the counter doing their job, and some guy walks in with a camera and they say, "Oh, do you mind not filming me, sir?" And then they have to put up with all of this. I don't know. Hate's a big word, man. Yeah, strongly dislike. I hate some of the things they do. Frauditors blame the government, society, law enforcement for the failures and lack of success in life. Recording in public is how they get retribution. That's the other thing that they love to say, right? This was a retaliatory stop. These cops are trying to retaliate against me. You're the one who's trying to retaliate against the cops. 99.9% of these idiots have been arrested for something in the past and have decided to lash out at the cops because they're butthurt that they got caught, don't want to take responsibility for their own actions, don't want to just, you committed the crime, do the time. I don't know how many of them. Just last week, I did a whole stream about this court case where this guy's in court complaining about jurisdiction and this and that and the other thing because he got caught speeding, and not once did he even begin to try and mount a defense about whether or not he was speeding. There's no question he was speeding, but he kept referring to himself as an innocent man being harassed by cops. If you were speeding, then you're not innocent. You did it. He did the speeding. He's not innocent. But of course he's going to sell his false narrative and this and that. It's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I don't hate. To me, hate is an extremely strong word. But these guys definitely hate the cops. Absolutely. You could tell by the way they talk to them, they're dripping with hatred and anger, right? So sometimes, but this is why I've had Rogue Nation on my panel. This is why I've been on his panel. This is why I've been on Audit Them's panel. This is why I've been on panel with CH and Ty Audits. This is why I've been on panel with Paul Unslaved. I don't hate any of these people as human beings, but I hate what they do as frauditors. And I just wish that they could learn. They refuse to learn. And I still always say, you know, when I look at somebody like Mark Stout, right? And it isn't because of us that he switched sides, but the fact that he did is proof that it can be done. that somebody who's relatively intelligent actually can learn from their mistakes and understand how and why frauditing is terrible, horrible, rotten, no good hobby. It's ridiculous. And I don't know. We can't have criminals in this group. What group? What are you talking about, David? No, see, once again, David doesn't know what he's talking about. But what else is new? Nobody has ever said anything about anyone getting arrested. It's about taking responsibility for your own actions, right? You get arrested, you do whatever you have to do to take responsibility for the actions that got you arrested, and then you move on with your life. You don't dedicate the rest of your life to being mad at the cops and hating the cops because you got caught. So it's their fault you got caught. You don't have a plate on your car. It's their fault you got pulled over, not yours for driving around without a plate, right? You're speeding and you get pulled over. It's their fault for pulling you over, not your fault for speeding. You get arrested for a crime. It's not your fault for doing the crime. It's their fault for arresting you. No, you got caught. Shut up, do your time, pay your debt to society, and move on with your life. Ugh. Learn from your mistakes and move on. That's exactly right. Ugh. Oh yeah, if anyone doesn't know David Perillo, he's in here every morning. He is part of the Hezokuai crew, but he also I still haven't decided if he's a troll, like, or if he's just trying to be funny, like, or if he actually is on that side of the fence. But he just, he talks a lot of crap, but sometimes he says things that makes it fun and whatever. Let's see. Sonny Lee, what's up? Sonny Lee's like, I watch this stuff every day, wishing for a tasing or a smackdown or a trespass. See, here's the problem. A lot of these situations, and this sort of goes back to one of the things that I keep harping on, is that we're going to see, or we are seeing, less and less of these guys getting their comeuppances from the police, because the police are being instructed to just leave them alone, because it's a thing now, like, oh, these just idiots are just doing this stupid stuff, which is one of the reasons why they go out of their way, right, to start harassing private businesses now, because then the private businesses are going to call the cops, and then the cops have to show up because they got a call and they have to interact. So now if the cops are being told don't interact, now they harass regular people so that they're forced to interact. And sometimes when they harass regular people, they do end up taking a beating. But it's rare, because since they're always filming, nobody wants video evidence of them beating somebody up, that obviously then they'll go to jail and they don't want to deal with all that. Back in the old days, somebody gets in your face, you smack them around a little bit, end of story, done, right? Move on with your life. There will be said, I like your brick wall analogy. Too bad the brick walls don't fall on them every time they spout their lies. That's the brick wall analogy I made. If anyone missed it, was earlier. I said, I can't say that talking to them is like talking to a brick wall, because a brick wall doesn't argue with you. A brick wall doesn't talk back. Like, no matter what you say, they're just going to bounce it and find a way to turn it into something else. What? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat now, trying to get caught up with what's going on. Grandma Wolf, what's up? I didn't see you earlier. How you doing? Hey, Unclean Hands is back. What's up? Yeah, frauditors are bad. It's crazy because like I've always like every time I come on here and start trying to look at like what's going on and if there's anything I need to cover on my show and what these guys are doing, I'm waiting for that day when like I don't get 10,000 freaking hits on my search for First Amendment audits. Like, and I said this yesterday, I think the thing that absolutely blows my mind is I would have thought by now that this would have been dying down, but it looks like it's growing. Like more and more people are seeing these videos and getting this idea in their head. Hey, these idiots are making money, acting like assholes. I could do that too. And it just, I don't know, man. It's getting crazy. I think there's going to have to be a lot more. Hey, no problem, Mike. Is always glad to have you here. It always seems to be a problem with the fact that, and I was talking about this a little bit yesterday. The judges, the lawyers, the average citizen in general doesn't know what these people are up to. They don't know what they're doing, like we who follow them do, or follow even on either side, who know what they're doing and why they're doing it. And you go to court, and the judge never even heard of a First Amendment auditor, has no idea what's going on. They watch your one video and you make the argument, well, they violated my right. Then you might win the case or get it dismissed or whatever. But we almost need more of these guys to get busted so that more people will start to understand, hey, wait a minute. This isn't just this one isolated incident where their rights were violated. This is a person who purposely goes out of their way to bait people into doing things that they can sue for, right? It's like the whole idea going back to like people always used to laugh and make fun about how that lady at McDonald's spilled coffee on herself and by accident and burned herself, and she got third-degree burns all over her lap. So she filed a lawsuit and won. So now they have to put the contents or hot things on coffee cups. But what these guys do would be like somebody who walks into a store and purposely goes out of their way to find a point on the floor that's wet and then throw themselves to the ground. Oh, wet floor. Oh, wet floor. Got to sue. Right? Or those people who wait for cars to come and then jump in front of them so the car can hit them. Oh, I'm going to sue. Oh, I'm going to. It's the same thing. They're baiting a lawsuit. It's no different. That's why when people like David and these guys are like, oh, so you're saying filming should be illegal? No. But jumping in front of a car on purpose so that it will hit you and you can sue, you can't do that. If they can prove you did it on purpose, they have to be able to prove that these guys are doing this on purpose. I'm telling you. They're parasites. They're idiots. It's horrible. Frauditors who throw themselves into a wall. Yeah. Well, that's that last video I was just showing. That's like what they were talking about. Oh, man. These guys love their lawsuits. That's all they want to do is just file frivolous lawsuits. And, yeah, we should put them in a castration chamber instead of a decontamination chamber. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's Friday. It's a holiday weekend. We just had Thanksgiving, so I want to get my holiday weekend started. Love you guys very much. Thank you once again for joining me. Always having a good time every morning with you guys. Love my morning crew so much. You guys have no idea how much you guys mean to me. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm all shook up.